Well, from the dress to the seating arrangements to the flowers, brides want their wedding to be perfect. And for more and more brides, perfection includes plastic surgery. Joining us now is Dr. Young Cho, the director of integrated plastic surgery. He is here to tell us more about this trend and how he's given advice for brides considering having a little work done. So this is pretty popular.
It's very popular.
So, and we have those who would prefer to go under the knife, and then those who call it, as I've heard, lunchtime procedures.
That is correct. So some of the procedures, women want to look their best on the big day. And it's one of the most important days of their lives. So some of the things that they might be doing on the surgical side include things like rhinoplasty or nose jobs. They might be getting breast enhancements. Some might be getting breast reduction, depending on where their starting point is. They want to change their figure a little bit, so they might be getting liposuction in their abdomen and
the
trunk.
Waist. We're adding the waist.
Exactly.
And then the last one you just said?
So liposuction would be around the waist, or sometimes the hips or the saddlebags. Those are all popular procedures. And it's really about changing the shape so that they fit in the dress a little more snugly. But they're also going through some non-surgical procedures. And some of the more popular ones include things like Botox and the frown lines, the forehead lines, the crow's feet, or they may be getting fillers where to hide some of the tired look underneath the eyes.
Wow.
Or some things around the mouth as well.
So, and how popular is this?
I'd say it's a growing trend, certainly with the advent of people taking photographs at the wedding with their smartphones and broadcasting that to their friends and peers. I think there's a lot more pressure today than there was 10 years ago when it was just the wedding photographer taking pictures.
Right, and so when you're dealing with surgery, I mean, you have to give that some time. So for a bride who is about to get married in maybe a few months, I suppose you don't recommend that.
I wouldn't recommend anything on the surgical side that's going to take some time to heal. So if they're planning well in advance, then surgery is definitely an option. But if they're coming in a few weeks before or a couple months before, then you really want to focus on some of the non-surgical options that one has. And
what is your best advice for a bride? Now, you know, a bride is sort of antsy a little bit about everything. So it's taking a risk to try something like this before you get married.
Absolutely. And with all of these procedures, a big component is understanding the risks and benefits of the procedure. If you're expecting something like a dramatic makeover beforehand, that may not be the right time to be entertaining something like that. But if it's about, I'm going to be having a wedding outdoors, there's a lot of bright sun, I don't want to be squinting when I'm taking pictures, then maybe adding a little Botox or something like that can help reduce the amount of frowning or squinting that one might have for those pictures. There's going to be ones that are much less risky and those that are going to be much bigger, so just understanding that.
Okay, well, good advice, and I'm sure you'll have to give that advice to a frantic bride at some point. Thank you so much, Doc, for joining us. Thank you. Well, you can read more about this story on our website at abc13.com.